Que tu mets dans N, hein?
Hello?
Please, I'm online. Don't just remain calm. The system is already on. I'm already online. So now, let me see. Sonny, you are there? Hello, Sonny. Please, everybody should try and pay attention because this is not a moment for unnecessary repetition. Sonny, you are there? Paying attention? Hello, Sonny? Not there. Uchenna, you are there? Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you're welcome. Mike?
Yeah, I'm here.
Mike, I salute you.
I'm here.
Ndewo.
Ndewo.
While we wait for that, of course, the system is already on. Everybody is aware of our mission today. First of all, we're going to take like 20-25 minutes to reassess our activities on the 22nd. And after that, we take the next 1 hour and discuss what is about to happen in Nigeria immediately after swearing in on the 29th of this month. I captioned everything 2019, the year of decision, Nigeria at a crossroad, to be or not to be.
Okay.
Then calling on all Biafran groups to form a circle, to close up ranks and be ready for a call to duty. Something is about to happen. It's time to come together. If they will agree, then the menace of Fulani herdsmen, as they are everywhere in Biafra land, well armed and waiting for instructions to be given to them before they unleash terror on our people. And then the last, jihadism and the Islamization agenda, a factor in consideration. All these are more from the topics of our discussion this evening. Good evening, fellow compatriots. Good evening, wherever you may be. Good evening, more especially those of you in Biafra land. We wish all of you a very happy Sunday and always pray that God will protect you, will guide you at all times, whether you're awake or asleep. May infinite God always protect you because the enemy is near. To our brothers and sisters in Asia, we are saying to all of you good morning and equally appealing to you that at any given moment we summon you, do not hesitate to answer because the enemy is near. To our people in the States of America, we equally say good afternoon, appealing to you in the same vein that the enemy is near and at any point in time we summon you, do not hesitate to answer us. To those in Western Europe, good evening. We equally, as we have done to others, appeal to you to always be vigilant to answer the call of duty because the enemy is near. It is a fact very, very incontrovertible. Nobody can argue against it. Doubtlessly, let me say, the enemy is near. 2019 determines the fate of Nigeria, to be or not to be. That is the question. Before then, of course, we will take some minutes to review what happened last 22nd, different zones in Biafra land. That wouldn't take us time. I have to run a brief commentary on that, and then we go to the business of the day. Last week, Wednesday, or rather, they just ended Wednesday, which was the 22nd of May. There were a series of activities encoded with a flurry of activities that took place the whole of Biafra land. That very day was the second anniversary of the modern Biafra as declared by His Excellency Chief Dr. Wazirike. On this particular day, Biafrans all over the world, different parts of the world celebrated this particular activity. But more especially and specifically, let me put it that way, in the whole of Biafra land, there were activities at every zone. Do not forget that excluding Edo State, whose intention is yet undetermined, the rest 10 states in Biafra land organize a series of activities at every zone. Do not forget that for each particular state, there are 3 zones. Invariably, we had 30 zones celebrating last Wednesday, being May 22nd, in the Hello Biafra land. We had march past, our band displayed everywhere. Our military and police personnel were there to give color to the day, to accord animation to the activities of the day. Of course, there were entertainments everywhere, speeches, commendations, and of course, some criticisms, as the case may be. At the end of it all, our people celebrated very, very well. In the past few days, very many video clips and pictures were posted on net and testimonies to that particular day, making it a success. Let us not forget anyway that somewhere along the line, more especially within the Enugu axis, the Nigerian police and military disrupted our activities for the reasons best known to them. Of course, we cannot all that dismiss their intention because Nigerian police and the military are people. Wherever they go, even where there is peace, they would like to create a situation in order for them to collect money from unsuspecting citizens. If they could mount roadblocks where there are no traffic, what else can they do? So they went to Enugu where we were holding our anniversary and disrupted everything, carted away our food items, our drinks, and what have you. We asked them to bring them back. Of course, many of our people were arrested, but to God be the glory that promptly on the same day, on the orders issued from above, they were released. One of such cases was Our member, of course, Uchendo Okeke, whom you all are you all know very much about, and who's a member of the crew. He was picked up along the line from Makude towards the Nsukka axis, but to God be the glory that on the night of that particular day, he was released, being a bim-massob member. We ask you welcome. So, here and there, activities took place, and to those of our members who witnessed the events, I will call you to use 2 minutes each, 2 minutes only each, and tell us what you observed on that particular day, depending on where you celebrated it. We have only 2 minutes each for this, and after that, we go to the business of the day. Let me remind those who are just joining us now. The topic or the topics we have this evening are one, 2019, the day of the jackal, the day of decision, the year of decision, Nigeria on a crossroad to be or not to be, calling on all group agitators in this our Biafra struggle to form a circle, to now close up ranks because the enemy is near. It is time for emergency, and everybody has to answer the call of duty. Then we are going to discuss the menace of Fulani herdsmen, because everybody knows that right now the Fulani herdsmen are everywhere in Biafra land encircling us, well armed. And of course, it is on record, it is well known that the federal government under Mr. Muhammad Buhari is sponsoring the herdsmen to attack us. When they are going to do this, we do not know, but what we know is that they are prepared to attack us. Are we going to sleep off and allow them to take us unawares? If that happens, we are going to be slaves forever. May God forbid. In the course of doing this, do not forget their own intention, assisted by some Islamic countries, is to Islamize the whole of Biafra land, the whole of southern part of that particular flagellant country. Shall we let them capture us like that and convert us to Islamic religion? All these and more are the reasons why we are here this evening. From the studios, Voice of Biafra International and the Biafra Broadcasting Authority, I am Ikenna Obibegono, your anchor man for the evening. And I have the pleasure, of course, to welcome those who are already here with me in the studio, but joining from different locations of the world, and who are here to be part and parcel of the discussion. Now, let me have the pleasure of welcoming Jude Chijoke. Jude Chijoke is joining us from Lagos. Jude, you are welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you very much, the Oracle. Good evening, fellow Biafrans. This is Jude Chijoke, and I am joining in from Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you as you pay attention and as we do justice to today's topic. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jude. Let me equally have the pleasure welcoming Sonny Emmanuel Wabisi from Biafra land. Sonny, you are welcome. If Sonny is not hearing me, let me welcome Uchenna Okeke. Uchenna, you are welcome to the program.
Udo dịrị gị onye isi, udo dịrịkwa ndị Biafra niile. Mụ bụ Maazị Uchenna Okeke, onye nke unu na-anọni ugbu a nsi obodo a na-akpọ Benue Makodi, wee na-ekwu okwu n'ụbọchị nke taa. Ana m asị ka udo Chineke chịa n'etiti anyị na mgbasa ozi anyị taa, ya gazie.
Thank you very much, Uchenna. Ọ na-amasị anyị nnukwuru ma gị na-eji Igbo agwa anyị okwu. Na mkpụrụ ụbọchị abụọ gara aga ka m dere sị, onye Igbo ọwụla kpọwa nwa ya aha Igbo. Onye Igbo ọwụla kụziwere nwa ya ihe n'asụsụ Igbo maka na ọ ya asụsụ kacha mma. Ndewo. Ka njikwa ohere namata our brother, the publicity secretary of the Voice of Biafra International and the Biafra Broadcasting Authority, Mike Okaha from Germany. Mike, you are welcome to the program.
Good evening, Mr. Moderator Ikenna Obidi Ekon, Oracle himself. My fellow Biafrans, good evening, wherever you are. From my direction, I'm saying good evening. I want you people to listen and stay attentively on our discussion.
today. May God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mike, for joining us. Let me also welcome Valentine Ugoji from Port Harcourt. Valentine, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Oracle. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon from all over the world. I am Valentine Ugoji from Port Harcourt, and I want to say, may God bless you as you listen tonight. You are all welcome.
Thank you very much, Valentine. And from there, let us move back to Lagos and welcome Ume Masledos. Ume, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Oracle. Good evening, fellow crew members. Good evening, fellow Biafrans and all lovers of freedom all over the world. You are welcome to tonight's broadcast.
Thank you very much, Ume Maslinus. Let me on the screen welcome our listeners, Okichuku Vin and Victor Emeka. Ikechuku Amu is the wise man, Ahunaga. Uche Biafra, of course, is there. Nonso Nweke is saying, thank you very much, the moderator, for the wonderful job. The thanks go to all members of the crew and to every Biafra, not mine alone. Thank you so much, Nonso Nweke. Of course, John Gift is there joining us. Yanemerem Ofomado, equally there. Moses Joseph is there. Okeke Samuel never misses opportunity to be with us. Sunday Mwabweze equally is there. Charles Udechukwu, Emelumonye Akugo equally there. Emelumonye Akugo is saying aka Chineke dị ya. N'eziokwu eziokwu ihe ọbụla anyị na-eme aka Chukwu dị ya. Ya ka anyị ji na-asị ndị Igbo. It is time, oge erugo, time has come for Biafra to go. 2019 is the year we have been waiting. Between this 2019 and 2020, mark my words, Biafra flag shall be flying at the international community there, United Nations headquarters, New York. I make bold to say this from the perception, from the point of view as an insider. Biafra flag is about to fly in New York within the Committee of Nations between this 2019 and 2020. Nothing stops Biafra. The handwritings are on the wall and the signals are there, clear. There's no need to doubt us anymore. We are going to give you some factors that will necessitate immediately what is on ground. And before that, let me also welcome Charles Udechukwu. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for being a Biafran. So, gentlemen, we are going to use few minutes and reassess what happened on the 22nd of this particular month at different zones of Biafra land, where we celebrated the second anniversary of modern Biafra. Gentlemen, we wouldn't take much time because everybody was a witness to the fact, and those who were not witnesses live must have gone through our websites and seen things themselves. On the strength of this, we shall not waste much time dwelling on that. As ihe abanaka anaghị eji enyo ele ya. Ihe mere n'ụbọchị ahụ wee ihe abanaka anaghị eji enyo ele ya. Ya mere anyị na-asị ndị Igbo, ndị Biafra, onye ọwụla, udo dịrị unu maka na anyị abịago. So, for now, let me go to first and foremost Lagos. Remember, whenever we mention Lagos, everybody sees up. Lagos is a commercial nerve center of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And do not forget that 70% of the property in Lagos belongs to the Igbo people, Biafrans. On the strength of this again, anything that happens in Lagos happens to Biafrans, and whatever happens to Biafrans equally happens to the Lagos city. And because we are in command or control of the economy of Lagos State, we shall not be in a hurry to vacate that place. We shall only vacate that on our own terms after we would have gone home to Biafra land. And for reasons that we must relocate our riches, our businesses, and what have you, we cannot tell Lagos bye-bye. Before then, we are still in charge. Remember, Slinus, could you please use 2 to 3 minutes and brief Biafrans what happened in Lagos, the very zone you belong, whether Lagos Zone A or Zone B or whatever at all. Use 2 to 3 minutes and tell Biafrans how the activities were carried out that very day. Don't forget to tell us some of the mistakes. Remember, please over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Oracle. Of a truth, it was a great day. It was a great celebration. In fact, let me use the word in joyous mood because that very day started with showers of blessing. Because whatever thing we are doing and God blesses that day with showers. I won't call it rain because it didn't rain that day. It was just showers of blessing. And after that, that then many of our members already gotten their umbrellas. They come out with it. And those umbrellas gave that day made that day a colorful day. Then, sometimes when you tell people we have gotten Biafra, it sounds strange to their hearing. But what happened that day made a good number of them to understand that truly these people may not be making mistake in their claims. What we say claims. But that day some of them started seeing from the perspective of maybe these people are right in what they're saying. They expected police to disturb us. They expected police to disturb our members here and there. But nothing of such happened. Then coming into the Temple of Peace, therefore at Aguleji, Lagos, it was a memorable event. Though the media men there were shared in various floors because we have 3 floors in the building. We shared. So personally, I covered Lagos C. I covered Western Zone C. And that was why it seems as if all I was posting were coming from there, because that was where I concentrated all my coverings. So, and there, everybody filled great joy and testimonies, great joys and testimonies. And after that day, I have been out. Our people who believed have started believing in Biafra. So, just for now, let me just cut it short there so that others will give a brief of what happened before we can go in details. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ume Masiros reporting from Lagos. Dear friends, of course, you have heard it that on that particular day there were showers of blessing that covered the entire Biafran landscape as well as Lagos area. So the showers of blessing came there to fertilize the world. Let us use agro word. The showers of blessing came down from the heavens above to soften the ground on which we stood to celebrate that particular day. And of course, you all are aware of that in the Igbo social cultural world, sociological world order, anything you're about to do and the rain falls before the hour, it is a sign of blessing. That rain came that very day to make everywhere cool, to soften the ground, was a clear indication that the providence above and the elemental beings gave us blessing for the success of that particular day. And to crown it all, there was a kind of colorful animation what adorned the Biafran landscape as well as Lagos. The Biafran umbrella pointed to the skies, giving the skies above, blending with the hues and whatever you can think of it, and the cloud to give a very colorful impression of what was on ground. There was a kind of providential interposition. God gave us his own blessings as soon as the Biafran umbrella pointed to the skies above. Those who were in Lagos and other parts of the Biafra land, you would have witnessed it. This is one of the things we are telling you. Like we clearly pointed out today, that under Biafran banner, under the umbrella of Biafra, Africa shall rise again and to be protected. This is the symbol of that particular umbrella, which you saw that particular day everywhere. We are promising you that in time to come, every Biafran, man or woman, old or young, shall have the Biafran umbrella. That where every day you go, if you go to church, to market, to school, to any place of work, you shall hold the Biafran umbrella to shield you from the heat of the sun, or alternatively, from heavy downpour. This is the essence of this particular umbrella. We thank you, Ome Maslis, for telling Biafrans the significance of that. Now, let me also, in the same Lagos, ask Jude Chijoke to give us account of what happened at his own zone. Jude, over to you. Of course, before Jude comes in, let me welcome Tony Ofo, who is now online with us. Thank you very much, Melumonye Akwa Ugo, for giving God the glory and asking God, of course, thanking God for blessing every Biafran. We wish every Biafran should also pray for our people, as Melumonye Akugo is saying, thanking God for blessing Biafrans. Let us move down once again to Lagos. Give us account of what happened over there at your own zone.
Yeah, thank you very much. Well, I will say the videos and most of the activities that went on that particular Wednesday, 22nd of May, they are all the internet, and I think when you see the comments and the likes alone, I think that speaks for itself. Because on that particular day, to my own surprise, Biafrans really turned up. They turned up in thousands. A lot of people came earlier than I even, anticipated. And they were all properly dressed in Biafran attires. So people were just wondering what is happening on this particular day. I thought these people don't used to gather in a day like this. So by the time they learned that we are celebrating our independence, honestly, still till now, as I'm talking to you, a lot of people are still confused. So there is still a lot of explanation for us to do. We in the media, there is still a lot of work to ensure that our message goes very, very round, to people, because a lot of people thought, never believed that we have gotten to this particular stage. But eventually, they were all surprised. The same day I witnessed, when I talk of comrades, I witnessed a lot of, members, Biafrans who I have not been seeing for over, a year or 2 years ago. But eventually, they all came from all parts of, Western zone. I'm talking of Lagos in particular. They all came to ensure that, they are part of the remarkable day. Actually, the day started with prayer, led with the national anthem, and at the same time, Chief Ben Onwebu, I'm talking of the Western representative, he came, and also Chief Miss Ngozi Wazurike, I'm talking of our leader, his wife, she was also present, and there's a lot of, congratulatory messages, there's a lot of recognition, there's a lot of, joy. The most important thing is that there are joys, and at the end there was refreshment, and there's a lot of encouragement words, and ensuring that we have now become a nation. And then there is other strategies, there are other plans which I don't know, which it can be aired for now.
Okay,
But,
thank you very much, Judy. We'll take it that way. Thank you for giving us eyewitness account of what happened in Lagos. Lagos zone what? Zone C. Did you say that? Or Western zone?
West Zone.
Okay, thank you very much for that particular eyewitness account. Let me welcome Tony. Sorry, please. Let me welcome Tony Moneke. Moneke is a member of the vobi PPA crew. Tony, you are welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Let me also welcome Valentine Ugoji. Valentine, you're welcome. Now, on the screen, I welcome Maxwell Ability. He goes by that name. Of course, I have welcomed Charles Ujechuku, Tony Ofo, Onyema Jonathan. You are welcome. Joaquin Chukwuemeka, of course, we welcome you. Ekene Ogika, first, and our brother Chukuma Elisi, we welcome you equally. Now, we are giving brief account of what happened on the 22nd at the very different zones in Biafra land, as well as in Lagos State of Nigeria. We are taking a brief of all the activities that very day before we come to the business of the day proper, which is a call to duty because it's a time to take decision on Nigeria to be or not to be. Before then, let me move down to Makode. Uchenna Okeke, give us account of what transpired that very day. Make it brief.
Ekele m Igbo ndị ọma na-ege ntị na mpaghara ụwa niile gburugburu. Ọ bụ ihe nkwute ọṅụ abalị ole ma ole gara aga ụbọchị anyị mere ncheta nnwere onwe anyị nke onye isi anyị bụ Chief Dr. Raf Wazurike bịara wee kwupụta n'afọ ole ma ole gara aga n'ihi nnwere onwe nke Biafra. Ụbọchị ahụ gosipụtara na n'ezie na anyị etozugo ịnọrọ onwe anyị nwere onwe anyị agwakwa ndị ụwa na n'ezie anyị etozugo n'ihi na nwa gbara afọ iri na asatọ abụghịzi obere nwa. Ewe na-asị na ọ ga-adịrị niile na mma ma dịkwara ala Biafra niile na mma na nkenke na ọ ga-adịziri ndị bim-massob niile na mpaghara ụwa niile gburugburu na mma. Ana m asị ka udo dịrị anyị niile dum wepụtara anyị niile n'aha Jizọs.
Amen. Udo dịrị go dịrị ndị Massob niile, ndị bim-massob niile, dịrị ndị Biafra niile ebe ọbụla ha nọ. Anyị na-asụ udo dịrị ha. Anyị na-ejikwa ohere na-enye ha ekele pụrụ iche maka mbọ ha gbara n'ụbọchị ahụ ime ka mmemme anyị na-eme gaa ọfụma. Anyị ekelele ha na-asịkwa n'afọ ọbụla, of course, I require for by next year we shall be celebrating full-fledged Biafran independence. Mark my words, it is a promise from the divine providence. Thank you so much for that. Let me now move on to Port Harcourt, where Valentine covered the activities. Valentine, over to you.
Moderator, on the 22nd, it was a very great event. On that day, though we didn't start in the morning, we started by noon around 12. But all our members gathered. It was a day of celebration. Even the chief Massob leader, Chief Solomon Oduchukwu, who is also from the Niger Delta area, was also present. And he came with some other people from that area, from the Niger Delta area. And many of them came up to speak to the people, telling the people their willingness to join the struggle for the emancipation of Biafra or for the actualization of the sovereign state called Biafra. They all said that in the past they have been deceived. They were told so many stories, but today they know who their brother is, and that now they have decided to do what? To join, and to make sure they join to make sure that Biafra is being actualized. On that day, before the very day at noon, a day before that day, it rained to shower and make sure every area was cool. So on that day, we had a very cool and quiet day. It was very joyous. It was enjoyous. Everybody was happy. And at the end, the old soldiers took a march past. Those that fought the war during 1967 and 1970, they took a march past. After their march past, the securities also did their own parade. And the people gave testimonies before we now went for refreshment. But before then, the chief Massob leader also spoke, addressed the people. He welcomed everybody and told us the need to stand firm in the struggle for the actualization of Biafra. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Valentine, for that account of what happened in Port Harcourt. The significance of that is that our brothers in Niger Delta were part and parcel of that particular celebration. And we say kudos to them. Of course, like you equally emphasized, it rained that very day. It's a kind of showers of blessing coming from above to soften the ground on which we stood. And that was the reason why everything was well celebrated without any casualties. We thank God for his protection and pray to him to keep protecting us as we pass through the Red Sea in the coming months. Thank you very much once again, Valentine Bukoti. Now, Tony Moneke is here in Germany. He did not travel to Biafra land to witness the events live. Likewise, Michael Kaha. Before that, let me ask, is Sonny Emmanuel Mwabisi there? Sonny Emmanuel Mwabisi?
Yeah, I'm around.
Okay, you were precisely at Olu zone. Oh, to God be the glory. That was my own. That is my own zone. Could you please tell Biafrans what happened that particular day? How did the event, pass to the delight of our people?
Yeah, thank you, my brother. First of all, I will say sorry for network disturbing for not hearing you before. We thank God Almighty who made it possible that very day. As I came out, right there because I moved down to Olo. Immediately I came out along the streets. One man was testifying that really today is a great day. That is just coming from Ikeduru, from Ikeduru that he moved down to Ikeduru and he saw Biafran flag everywhere. And he saw Massob that Massob has done another wonders again. In fact, that Biafra is here. That is where my joy started. And immediately I moved down around the street and along the Douglas and the Wedra, the two junctions. I saw our flag is being hung everywhere in the streets. The whole roads, both Wedra and Douglas and Popular roads and the Bank Road where a municipal was decorated with a Biafran flag. So then, as I was going to all the roads along Olo roads were all decorated from Apakma towards Olo, Ubomene, Ubitolu, Omaka. When you get to Omaka, but there's something else at Omaka. The whole junctions, the areas were highly decorated with the Biafran flag, even on top of the high at Omaka Junction there. Until when I get to Olo from Banana Junction, all the roads there, the whole roundabout were all decorated with flags. So we are very, very happy for that very day. It's a wonderful day. When I get to the arena, all our members gathered and they were all filled with joy. Many things take place. Many things. The securities took their march parts and the bands with everything. In fact, there was a great joy. There was a great joy. People were praising God, thanking God for giving us such opportunity, for making it possible for us to have Biafra. That we are Biafra, we are celebrating Biafra already. Many things happened that very day, and the leader in our zone, Lambert, Obiki, is greet each and every one. After reading his he's welcomed everyone. He acknowledged the effort of all the members of BIM and everyone and pray that God will guide each and every promised land. And fact, it was a very wonderful thing that very day. I think the side I went, although is more joyous than every other zone in the entire Biafra, but it's a wonderful thing that every day.
I am glad to hear that Olu performed more than any other zone, and my own delight knows no bound because I am from Olu zone. My people can never carry last. To God be the glory. And I say kudos to my own people, Olu. I say congratulations because from the eyewitness account, we have seen, we have known that you performed wonderfully well. The Biafran flag was everywhere. Every part of Biafra land was adorned with Biafran flag. Electric poles, trees, palm trees along the roads, everywhere, stores, shops, name them. Even where government of Nigeria prohibited us, we mounted our flags there, flying in glorious liberty. It was a wonderful day that came to a successful end, and we give God Almighty the glory. Of course, Stanley Igwe is saying that actually we witnessed some skirmishes from the Nigerian army and the police whom he called untrained Nigerian army policemen in some areas in Biafran territory where they went to disrupt some of the exercises we had there. So this is a report coming from Stanley Igwe that there were some skirmishes over there led by the Nigerian police and the army. Now, we have a caller here online, of course. That's, of course, Stanley Igwe. Thank you so much for that particular report. So, I don't know, somebody is calling online. Let me know who the person is. I have always said it again and again. We are here on Brocasia. Hello, who is online with number ending 1867? Your name and where you are calling from?
Good evening, sir. I'm calling from Lagos.
Good evening. What is your name, please? Tell our people your name.
My name is Ndubisi Barnabas.
Okay, NDBC Barnabas from Lagos. You're a Biafran, but you live in Lagos, Nigeria. Okay. So, you are talking to Biafrans all over the world. Yeah. In Wiki, what happened over there that very day?
Sir?
Now, we are online now. Biafrans all over the world are hearing your voice. In Wiki, go around the Biafra. You hear me in Lagos on the 22nd.
Okay, on 22nd, I celebrate the 22, the time of Emerojuku, the Biafra struggle. So, the whole world.
So that's very, very good. Ọkwa ụbọchị ahụ ihe niile gara ọfụma enwere ndị ihe merụrụ ahụ.
Onweghị anybody emerụrụ ahụ, but ndị Igbo ezuzu but n'ike Chineke Chukwu karịrị ha, but ihe anyị madata anyị enwetago ihe anyị na-achọ.
Exactly. I enwetago ihe anyị na-achọ, and it is part of our discussion this evening to tell Biafran that the hour has come when we shall cross the Biafran threshold. Thank you very much, our brother, calling in from Lagos, for joining us in this particular program. And of course, those who are still joining us now, let me say, Bruno, anyone is answering by name, Ben Toby, Chuku, Okafo, Chris, Nwa Biafra, Innocent, saying Bim is the key. Thank you very much, all of you. Now, to those of our people here in Germany who did not travel to Biafra land, but saw everything on social media, let me call them one after the other to use 2 minutes each and tell us what they observed, because we have a very important talks this evening. Let me go to Michael Kaha. Mike, over to you.
Yes. Ikenna.
Yes, hello, go on, please.
The moderator, please, can you call another person to talk?
Okay, okay. Now, Tony Moneke, you are there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, Tony, you witnessed on social media. You and I were not there. We observed everything from here in Germany, from the studio. So, could you please give assessment of what you witnessed, what you observed, rather, from the social media? Make it brief, because we have important things to discuss.
Yeah, but what I have seen so far, what I've heard so far, I think everything was successful. And then we thank God that it went the way it went. And then whatever skirmishes they must have encountered. We also thank God that those things were resolved, like what they said. We were not there, but most of the messages were being sent to us, and we observed all. And then we thank Raf was looking up the president of Biafra, for his steadfast and what he has done so far. And then all the Biafran regions, and the offices that worked very hard to make sure that this our independence celebration went very fine. I employ them, and then also, employ that they continue to work hard, so that this Biafra will be a reality. In as much as we know that the reality is on ground, but we continue to work so that the final reality will be our
Yes.
progress. I thank all the regional heads. I thank all the people that made it possible today. I mean, this very day that the whole thing worked the way it went. God will continue to bless them, and we were behind them. and then God will assist us that Biafra will be a reality. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Tony Moneke, for equally, delightfully telling us what you saw that very day. We were here in Germany, the seat of our studio, witnessing what happened that very day and equally informing the rest of the world as it happened every part of Biafra land. Fellow compatriots, we have to take it so brief. And we have done that. We do not intend to dwell so much on that because everybody was a witness. All we have to say is that things worked out very, very well as programmed, and to God be the glory. Samuel Okeke Samuel is reporting the second Biafra independence anniversary celebration was unique. Was a unique one in Lagos Western Zone. The peak of it all was the informative clarifications about the achievements of bim-massob, and also, let me get the whole gist, please. Let me see. And also, the stage we are in the struggle, confirming that we are already in Biafra and that the Biafran government will soon take off. That is a report coming from Okeke Samuel, Lagos Western Zone. Thank you so much, Okeke Samuel, for that. Now, gentlemen, the die is cast. This is 2019, the year of decision. The year that will mark the end of Nigeria. The year when everything is set in motion towards the final fragmentation of the Nigerian Federation. The handwritings are on the wall. Everybody sees it all. Yeah, let me take a call. Let me see. Yeah, let me welcome Obwenna who? Let me see. Obwenna, I cannot see you. You are in the dark. I cannot see you very, very well. Hello, Obwenna. Obwenna, I cannot see you very well. Obwenna Akachuku. Can you hear me? Obwenna Akachuku, can you hear me? No. I'm sorry, I cannot hear you, Obwenna Akachuku. So, gentlemen, like I was saying, this time, this very year, decisions must be taken on Nigeria and on Biafra. The handwritings, everybody is aware, are here and there. Now, first and foremost, let me inform our people of the following. One, the herdsmen are everywhere. The Fulani herdsmen are everywhere in Biafra land and in the entire southern part of Nigeria. They are well armed, very well equipped with dangerous arms and ammunition. Of course, the federal government of Nigeria is the brain behind the arming of the Fulani herdsmen because their own intention, like we all know, incontrovertibly, is that they want to make sure the entire Biafra land is Islamized. The plan is that few weeks or a month after the swearing in on the 29th of this month, the herdsmen, their brothers, the ICs from other West African sub-region, as well as the Boko Haram people who are now incorporated into the Nigerian army, will unleash mayhem on our people. Already, 100 billion naira had been mapped out for the interest of the Miyetti Allah by the Nigerian President, Mr. Muhammad Buhari. the intention. Everybody knows for them to use it and buy up everybody. Those who are hungry, the helpless, buy portions or piece of land and begin a final Islamization of the Biafran people. What we are saying is this: our people must be very, very vigilant. Our people must only be on ground because the die is cast. What are we going to do? We are telling every group in this our struggle, struggle rather, must surely bury their hatchet, must surely bury their differences, must surely form a circle, and must surely close up ranks to fight as a body under Biafran umbrella. Because this time around, the enemy does not know whether you are IPOB or bim-massob or the Zionist or LNC or whatever it is called, or the Niger Delta. What they want is Nyamene, the Biafran people. We are telling and calling our people right now, it is time everybody bury the hatchet, come together, close up ranks, and find solution to this eternal problem. We are facing now a common enemy, and in the weeks to come, there we start unleashing mayhem on our people. How prepared are we? The Nigerian president has asked everybody to submit their guns by annulling gun license. And we are telling our people, for you not to arm yourself is to commit suicide. If you make the mistake of handing over your gun, if you make the mistake of succumbing to intimidation, if you make the mistake of trying to obey the law that does not exist in Nigeria, if you try to be a good citizen when the Nigerian society does not protect you, if you make any mistake, any attempt and hand over your protective material, you are doomed forever. Eternal vigilance is the pride of perfection. We must protect ourselves. When we say hold whatever you have firm, we are not using it to seek aggression against anybody. Rather, for defensive purposes, we are going to use all this to defend ourselves against the aggressive enemy. And we are telling our people, the more you continue to fight amongst yourselves, the more you expose yourself to the enemy. We are telling our people, bury the hatchet, make peace, come together, forget acrimony, come together because the hour has come. Let me give you a tip. Obasanjo, of course, you know him very, very well, Nigeria's smart president. On the class he belongs, he sees everything, security-wise. Obasanjo, in the last days, lamented that Nigeria's president has really indeed paid the Mieti Allah, invited all the herdsmen in the whole of West African sub-region and also from the Sahel region of Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, and Chad. All of them have penetrated into Nigeria through the borders, and they are very well armed to the teeth. And why they are well armed by the Nigerian government, they are asking our people to submit what we have as defensive mechanism. Are we going to obey that obnoxious law? These people want to kill us. Remember, in countries in the past who obeyed gun laws, all of them later regretted it. Any nation that obeys gun laws of any particular government has always lived to regret whatever action taken by their people. We are asking our people, we can never be taken on our words. Everybody is speaking out, and this is a time for us to speak out. We are not going to hand over anything. We are not going to be aggressive. We are not going to seek vendetta. Rather, we are going to use all these things now to protect ourselves against the aggressive enemy. The enemy knows no peace. He doesn't think about peace at all. What the enemy knows is blood everywhere. When the enemy has never seen blood, he doesn't feel happy. Are we going to allow our blood to be shed on the land of Biafra? God forbid that. We must make sure we get ourselves protected because the enemy is near. Don't forget that in preparation for this particular massacre, the Nigerian government, the Nigerian military high command, released a lot of Boko Haram people from the prisons, different prisons in the north, and got them incorporated into the Nigerian army. The reason is to make up their number so that in the case of eventuality, they are going to fight our people. This is what is happening now. What are we doing? As the Fulanis, as they are coming together to fight my people, the IPOB is there fighting bim-massob, the bim-massob is there defending itself, the LNC is here talking, the Zionists are there talking, and so on and so forth. Why are we disjointed? Why are we disunited? The enemy is closing up. What are we going to do? This is a warning, but mark my words. It is unavoidable. It's going to start very, very soon. As soon as the Mr. President is sworn in, these people are going to unleash terror on us. What are we going to do? We are going to match action with action. We are not going to relent. We are not going to subordinate ourselves or submit ourselves to any particular body. We are going to defend ourselves stoutly like men. And mark my words, the beginning of the end of Nigeria is about starting, and that comes to say, Biafra, welcome. Fellow compatriots, we are here to inform you, everybody shall get prepared. Be you a Biafran in Biafra land or any other part of this epic Nigeria, you shall be ready to protect yourself. But let me tell you, when the enemy comes to kill you, it is better you kill the enemy first. Bury the enemy instead of the enemy burying you. This is what we are championing you into action, that the hour has come. Do not relent, we say, do not relent. We have security information that these people are encircling us every day by day. Remember, the Okada rider is a Fulani herdsman. The man who sells suya in Biafra land is a Fulani herdsman. Those who shine our shoes, Fulani herdsmen or herdsman. Those who do exchange for us are Fulani herdsmen. They are everywhere. And go close to their closest. They are harboring, hiding AK-47. Even in their bags of rice and beans and whatever you can think of, open all these things, you see hidden within AK-47, and you can imagine how much one AK-47 costs. What are we going to do? We are telling our people, we are not going to sleep. Let me inform you, we are not going to sleep. Every Biafra must be vigilant and be prepared to defend Biafra land. Because nobody, no nation loses war 2 times, otherwise it is forever. We shall never lose this time around. And this time around, the battleground shall not be in Biafra land as it was during the 1967-70 civil holocaust. This time around, the battleground shall be across the Benue. I repeat, the battleground shall be across the Benue. I am not saying that Benue State or Kogi shall be the battleground, no, but we are going to march across and move towards the Fulani area. This is where the battle shall take place. By the time we finish fighting it out, Nigeria shall cease to exist forever and ever. I am going to give you more peace. Let me welcome those who are here with us. Let us welcome Joshua Oba, Okorie Benashooks. Of course, Joshua Oba, much as you are calling yourself a thief, we'll see. Of course, in every household, we have a thief there. You might be one of those people. And yeah, of course, we have welcomed those who are here with us. Let me see. Mazi Ugochukwu Asochukwu, of course, you're there. Uchenna Warrior there. And a lot of them who are joining us. We are not here to insult anybody. The only thing you have to do to frustrate your enemy is to keep on doing that thing which he doesn't like. Those of them who are accusing, who are insulting us because we are doing the good business for Biafra, let us keep doing it to frustrate them. Let them continue to abuse us. If you want to frustrate your enemy into committing suicide, that thing which your enemy doesn't like, keep on doing it, and their enemy shall commit suicide one day. Let those who are writing jargon keep on writing. We shall continue to say something important in the interest of Biafra. And if doing so is making you angry, we have to continue to do it until you one day commit suicide. Fellow compatriots, the die is cast. What are we to say? If from your own zone, tell us what you think we can do to protect ourselves. I am not saying what we are going to do to fight the enemy back. Rather, measures to take to make sure that the enemy does not penetrate our stronghold. Gentlemen, the floor is open. Over to you. If you want to say something, of course, you are free to mention your name and take the floor. Okay, thank you so much, Mike. You're welcome. And then tell us your mind.
Yes, the dollar has been cast and following the situation that is going around in the country from the national level to the villages in regards to the Fulani herdsmen. It is well known that there is a rare trouble, and coming to know that the incumbent president of the so-called Federal Republic of Nigeria is from Fulani, and we know following the history of other Fulani states how the Fulani used to conquer some villages and how they used to conquer some towns and eventually some nations. And this is exactly the route the Fulani and his men are trying to take. But following, coming from the war of the ex Nigerian president of Shikino Hassanjo, once a guy was a soldier and also being a president and being in the security aspect of this country, knowing more than us, running from the alarm he said, we all know that it's danger. And I'm saying that this is the time for all the Biafrans, not minding the group you are, not minding if you're bim-massob, if you're IPOB, if you're bim-massob, if you're Zionist or any other thing. So far you call yourself Biafra. This is the time for us to come down and form a serious security organization of ourselves. Not raising an arm and not raising arms for the time being, at least being oneness, creating that oneness among us. That oneness alone is another aspect of defensive aspect before carrying on arms. Because if you carry on arms without any understanding and without any brotherly law among us, it's going to result to nothing. They will all kill our parents and kill our brothers and our sisters the way it happened before. And it will be very, very shameful that others are pushing some other things, we are pushing right among ourselves. This is just what I have to say for the time.
Thank you very much, Mike. Of course, we have to be very, very careful. We have to be extra careful what we do because this enemy is quite vicious. We must make sure we get ourselves prepared. How do we prepare ourselves? We are now first calling every group. Forget your differences with others. What the enemy knows is Igbo man, Biafran, which they say Nyamere. Nobody goes about carrying the tag IPOB, bim-massob, LNC, Zionists, and what have you. What we are telling our people is this. They want to take over our land. They want to rape our women. They want to put down our churches. They want to make Biafra land a cattle colony. They want to establish emirs everywhere in Biafra land. They want to impose on Biafran people Islamic religion. Mr. President gave them 100 billion for them to prosecute this particular exercise. They are buying guns, helicopter, gunships, armored tank, what we call APC, armored personnel carriers, and what have you. In their armory are thousands of AK-47. Every herdsman has AK-47. Boko Haram people brandish armored tanks, helicopter, and even missiles. They have everything. They are prepared to storm any part of Biafra land and the entire southern part of Nigeria. These people are vicious and they mean business. But unfortunately, while these people are preparing for the rainy day, The Christians are over there shouting about tidings and what have you. They are sowing seeds. The enemy is preparing to storm your churches and kill everybody, and you are there sowing seeds. You are there performing miracles that never hold any ground, fake miracles. The Christian Association of Nigeria is there sleeping. Nobody is planning. Nobody is calling Christians together. Nobody is offering or issuing instructions. Everybody is going to die the same day. We champion our people to be of God. Those of you, you think that they can do it themselves. We tell you, when the hour comes, do not run. Now we are asking everybody, bury your differences. When we say bury your differences, it does not mean that we, the bim-massob people, cannot defend Biafra land. We are capable, but then we still want our brothers to be part and parcel of the battle. What do we do? Wherever you find any suspicious person, report to our security people. We can no longer fold our arms because this is the hour we have been expecting and it has come. Gentlemen, of course, you are free to make your contributions. Once you are ready, you draw my attention and I will cover this. Okay, we turn over to you.
Okay. Ọ dị ka okwu anyị kpụrụ ọnụ ugbu a bụ ihe gbasara njikere ndị ugwu na-ejike ibuso ịnwapụ ndị Biafra agha dịka ha sitere na-akwado onwe ha ọfụma ịfụ na ha tozuru etozu n'ihe niile eji anụ ọgụ. Dịka mụa bụ Uchenna Okeke, onye nke nọ na Makurdi, Benue steeti, o kwere m nghọta na ihe dị iche iche na-eme ndị ugwu na-akwadosi ike, ọkachasị ụgbọala nke ha ji ekuru mmanụ na Biafra land na ugwu Awụsa. O nwere ihe m chọpụtara ha na-emezi ugbu a. M nọrọ ebe a nọ na-afụ ha na-eburu ụgbọ ọgbatumtum ha ebu ya 50 n'ofu ụgbọ trela nke na-eku mmanụ agbakọ ugwu Awụsa, ha were na-ebuda ụgbọ ọgbatumtum na Biafra land. Ihe a na-agosi na o nwere ihe ha bụ n'obi ha na-eme. Dịka o kwere anyị nghọta na Biafra amachiwo ọgbatumtum ị na-agbaziri na-achịzi nta ego na mpaghara Biafra land, ọkachasị n'isi obodo niile dị na Biafra land. Mana ị na-anya afọ na otu ndị a si ebuda ọgbatumtum na mgbada Biafra land, ọ gosi na o nwere ihe na-aga nọ. Mụ a na-asị ya bụ na ọ ga-ekwe omume ka anyị rụpụtasịa ndị otu anyị bụ ndị na-elekọta obodo anyị anya, ka anyị nwa nwee ike ị na-anọ n'ụzọ na-eletegasị ụmụ ihe dị iche iche ndị a na-ebu agbada na maka a na-ebu agbago. O nwere usoro a ga-esi wee mee na gị hapụzi anyị ga-ebu na igwe mgbasa ozi ụwa niile. O nweta a ga-esi wee mee ka anyị nwee ike ị na-achọpụtagasị ihe na-eme, atụmatụ ọjọọ ha niile nke ha na-ahọpụta iji emegide anyị. N'otu aka ahụkwa, ọ ya amasịkwa m na ya bụ na ọ ga-ekwekwa omume, ọkachasị ndị gọvanọs anyị a niile, ya bụ na ọ ga-ekwe nwa omume anyị na-awụ ha ofu na-akwụgwọ ha, n'ihi na onwe ha ofu mkpụrụ aka ndị a na-enyere anyị. Onye nke anyị nwụtara awụta Rochas Okorocha, anyị akwụgbuo ya. Anyị nwụta Okema Willie Obianọ, anyị akwụgbuo ya. Anyị nwụta nke a na-akpọ Umahi, a na-afụgbu ha ofu. Ihe a bụ ihe kwesịrị ka anyị na-eme ya, ndị a na-apụta na anyị ma anyị na-eme ha na-apụta maka na ọ ndị gọvanọs anyị a ka ha na-enye aka azụ ha na-agbaghị mgbe okpuru. Ihe ndị niile na-eme 100 bilion nke ha ya ndị na-etiara ndị Fulani ya jikọrọ ha ngwa, o wepụghị n'ime ha kwuru okwu maka ya. Ha naghị ekwu okwu ihe nọbụ ha na-akọ eri ọtago ọsọ anyị na-agba kemgbe anya nọgọ n'ọtụ a kemgbe ọkwa ụbọchị a abalị 12 nke ọnwa a nọ n'ime ya ka anyị mere ncheta otu mgbe anyị bidoro gbawa ọsọ a ihe abụghịzi ihe ụmụaka anyị kwesịrị ịma ịhazigasị hazie onwe anyị n'ụzọ pụrụ iche ya bụrụ na ya makwe ka ụwa mata ụta a ga-esi wee hazie ya nwere ihe abụ ihe kwesịrị imegasị ka ihe wee na-aga ya bụrụ ụmụnne m ana m asị ya bụ na oge ekwe ya omume ka anyị sigodo ụta wee na-agagodo ugbu a tupu mbọsị a ga-egbu okwu a agazie.
Thank you very much, Uchenna Okeke. Yes, we must take proactive measures. We must adopt proactive measures to discipline erring Biafrans. Those people who are sabotaging our efforts, those people who are encouraging the enemy, those people at Abuja, the senators, the federal legislators, the state legislators, who are only after collecting largesse, putting in their pockets while our people suffer, while the enemy enters. Those our people, the senators, the legislators, federal and the state, who keep on collecting extra crores while the Fulani people are there lording it over them. The governors of the eastern region, all our governors, senators, legislators shall face the consequences of their indolence. We are going to make sure that we deal with all the governors. We are going to handle our governors. We are going to deal with all the governors who are the chief security officers of their various states and yet do nothing to protect our people. They have security votes, they have their monies in their possession, yet this money is siphoned into their private pockets without doing anything to contain the excesses of the marauding herdsmen. When the time comes, these governors shall be rounded up and they will give us account of their stewardship. And if they fail to do so, it shall be their non-conformities. All the senators who are now at Abuja collecting money without saying anything, our people are being killed on daily basis, our people are being arrested on hourly basis. Nothing significant happening in Biafra land, and these senators are there representing themselves and not our people. We are going to make sure that we deal with each and every one of them. The hour of the revolution is coming, and none of them shall escape. Gentlemen, the floor is still open. Tell us what we have to do, because we must never allow these people to cheat us and get away free. There will be a time for consequences. They must face the consequences of their own indolence, of their own undoing. They cannot eat the money that belongs to all of us under security vote and get away free. No. If they escape, their families must not escape. If they all escape, then it is exile forever and they can no more come back to Biafra land. We make both to state this and the hour is coming. Gentlemen, the floor is still open.
Yeah,
this is
from Biafra. Hello?
Yeah, okay.
Hello,
okay.
Yeah. Thank you, my brother Ikenna. The only thing I have to say on this is this. We have to pass the information to our various securities to give any suspicious attempt by any of the Fulani herdsmen, whatever in Biafra land, should make a report immediately. I think this is the sign of the end of Nigeria, and I want to use this opportunity to appeal to each and every one of us. We are not going to harm anybody, but rather whoever that asks both you as a governor, as a senator, whatever, at the end of the day, when you go to face your Muslim, we are not going to do you or destroy you or whatever. But mind you that whatever you are doing, you are taking the proper record of what you are doing. And I want to use this opportunity to appeal to our people, more especially our members, to give a report of any in fact, anything that you think, in fact, what they're doing, because like what's happening over here a month ago, where the Fulani herdsmen are going with their cows. So one Hausa guy, that guy is from Jos, and when he saw them entering into some people's farm, the guy was trying to ask them, why are you moving into somebody's farm and destroying the crops there? You know, there was no argument done on that. The next thing that the next morning, the Fulani herdsmen went and brought a gun and shoot the guy, and the guy died immediately. And they left their car and ran away. We know that they are everywhere now. They came with their arms, and some of them are being guarded by the police. Some of them are being protected by the Nigerian forces. But I want to tell our people that whenever you witness any foul these things, anything around you like the flood, make your report to our security men, because we know that Nigerian security are not there to protect the lives and properties of the masses. So we can carry out the duty by ourselves to make sure that we defend and protect our people and our property. So that is my advice.
Thank you very much, Sonny. The Nigerian police, the Nigerian army, not defending our people, and what we are suggesting is that we are going to defend ourselves. Hello, our caller with number 6391 ending. Tell us your name and where you are calling from.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, I'm hearing you. How are you?
Yeah, we are good. We are fine. We are broadcasting right now on Voice of Biafra International and the Biafra Broadcasting Authority, City of Munich, Germany. Tell us your mind. The herdsmen are there. They are encircling us with their sophisticated guns and any other thing. Nigerian government, the military, the police is abetting them. What are we going to do as Biafras to protect ourselves? This is what we are discussing. Tell us your mind.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm very, very sorry for herdsmen in Nigeria. They are failing their system of the United Nations in form of non-violent movement. So far, Biafran goes with non-violence through Chief Barack was wicked. We will continue praying to Almighty God to help us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, through non-violence, we shall get it. But then, if we are talking of non-violence and the enemy carries his gun to meet us, what are we going to do? Shall we kneel down and begin to pray for the enemy to kill us? Is that what you're suggesting?
Well, with non-violence, the Israelites use non-violence in Egypt. God help them. So Father God help the Israelites in Egypt, He will help us.
Okay, let me tell you, my brother. Let me tell you, my brother. Let me tell you, my brother. When the Israelites were in Egypt, there were no guns, no ammunition. They only had magic. They had magic, and they used their magicians to frighten the Israelites. What God did was also allow Moses to use the same magic to finish them. That was why Moses had to give them the plagues. Remember, if the Israelites had only prayed without allowing Moses to use his own power to cause plague and whatever, darkness, fog, and what have you, by today the Israelites would have been in Egypt today as what? Slaves. So, if the herdsmen come to us, much as we are saying non-violence, do we have to kneel down, put our hands together like people saying the rosary or the chaplet, and they kill us? Is that what people are suggesting? Fellow Biafra, the question is for you.
Okay. I feel that the non-violent issue has been ended now. Let God give us weapon to protect our territory. That's my final decision.
Thank you very much. The non-violence has not ended, but we are asking God to give us something to defend ourselves. That is the answer.
Yes.
Yes, we keep on focusing on non-violence, but when the enemy comes, we shall ask God to give us the power and the necessary things to defend ourselves. like he gave to Moses in the land of Egypt in those days. Thank you for this wonderful answer. The gentlemen, the floor is still open. The gentlemen who are here and there, the floor is still open. What are we going to do?
This is Jude.
Yeah, Jude, over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ikenna, the moderator. Well, on this particular topic, I believe that we have touched this particular topic several times, but it continue, it keep coming up over and over simply because the enemies, when I talk of the enemies, these herdsmen, they have a motive, there is a mission that they were actually sent through.
Exactly.
If I should tell you that I have been informed, or let's say, right as of 2005, bim-massob, as at then it was massob, they have passed that information that they are coming, and the Islamization is something that they will not stop until they will achieve their purpose. So, and then after that, I'm talking of the next 5 years or so, before we started seeing these kinds of killings and co. With the Boko Haram and the eruption of Boko Haram in particular, there is a purpose for this. So, say for now, the mission of the same Boko Haram and the same S-men, they are all the same.
Exactly.
It's just that probably the Boko Haram issue and the S-men are just the same. It's just like a Boko Haram in another form. In this time around, S-men. So our main purpose is like a wake-up call. So we continue to sensitize our people on how to be on alert and how to organize, because when you talk of security, I think we have to talk of the villages, the towns, before you now come up to the there is nothing like organizing ourselves in our villages and our towns, most especially they can rally around and they get some youth to ensure that any misstep, any trespassing of anybody that who they know that that they are not part of the village. I think the most important is to report. But the point always remain, report to who? Because the question always go. So you see that the whole thing that we have been discussing here, because we don't want to go, to in terms of taking the law into our own
No,
hands.
Jude, excuse me. Jude, excuse me. Jude, excuse me. I disagree with you this time around. Why they keep on killing us is because we don't want to take laws into our own hands. We don't want to take laws into our own hands, yet the Nigerian police and military come and they kill us. But those people that take laws into their own hands, they protect them. This idea of not taking laws into our hands is the reason why this will continue to menace our land. The very day we shall behave like the herdsmen, that very day this madness will stop. Don't you think so, Jude?
Yeah, I'm very quite, I quite agree with you. Totally, I agreed with you. But at the same time, there is something I just want to make, the point that I want to make actually clear here. We are going to organize ourselves and retaliate when I talk of retaliation, talking of defending ourselves in a full scale. But we are going to do it together. We are not going to do it in terms of somebody from somewhere will just start, problem which we cannot be able to. But the main purpose why we are saying this is for coming together. I think Biafra answers it all. When we are able to join our struggle, anybody, any organization that is quite strong, that is quite, that is quite organized to retaliate or to defend our people from any part of the borders. I think the best option always remain to come together and form any group, be it vigilante or whatever, to make sure that whenever there is any attack, we don't only defend ourselves, but we also retaliate in full force, because that is the only way, the only language that they understand. And we are using the same opportunity to call on the world, because the world knows that there is a problem in Nigeria. And believe me, the world knows, but they are looking and they are hoping that it's going to be solved. But presently, nothing. There is nobody that is coming to solve this problem for us rather than we. So, I mean, full support on we, not just defending ourselves, but to ensure that we fight back whatever they, these people encroach to our land, at any particular or at any point of place. So I'm also always in support of that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Jude, you said something very, very important. The world outside is not coming to solve our problems for us. Rather, we are to solve our own problems. That is the message. If we continue to put the world on notice, the enemy will make a mincemeat of us. Did you hear me clearly? Those of you who continue to shout, we put the world on notice. You are wasting your time. The enemy is close there and they are putting the world for notice, and the world is not listening to you. Even if they listen, they don't hear you. Even if they hear you, they cannot act. You are to solve your own problems, because the world you are putting on notice, all of them have their own problems equally. We have to solve our own domestic problems. Now, Jude also said something very, very important, that we are going to defend ourselves in full scale. Look at that. We are going to defend ourselves in full scale, not half, in full scale. That is to say, we are going to clear every obstacle on the way. Nothing shall be left untouched if we want to defend ourselves. Otherwise, if we leave behind a remnant, they are going to rear heads again. Remember, sometimes the enemy can be hydra-headed. Before I call on Ume Maslenos to give his own point of view, and Valentine equally, let me inform our people. Of course, let me welcome Yana Menem Ufomado. Yana Menem Ufomado is saying, I'm very much happy to be with you people tonight. Go ahead. Yahweh bless you all. Thank you very much, Yana Menem Ufomado, for that particular good wishes. Now, let me inform our people. Measures being adopted. Preemptive measures. I am talking of preemptive measures. We don't have to wait for a fire brigade approach before we tackle the enemy. Our neighbors are already devising means to tackle the enemy. In Edo State now, which is our closest neighbor, Edo State is now hiring trailer vehicles, buses, and grabbing all these suspicious herdsmen, sending them back to far north. Did you get me? Edo State right now is grabbing the suspicious Fulani herdsmen in their numbers, forcing them into vehicles, men and women, their children, forcing them into trailers, dumping them across the Benue where they belong. This is what Edo State is doing now. When shall Anambra do that? Of course, we look forward to a time when Enugu State shall do the same thing. We are not oblivious of the fact that Ebonyi State is close to the borderline, and what are they doing equally to as preemptive measure? Let us think of Umahia, Abia State. What is Abia State doing as preemptive measure to forestall the attack by the enemy, just like the Edo people are doing? What measures is Imo taking? Calabar, of course, Cross River State, Akwa Rivers, Bayelsa, Delta. What measures are we taking? Because Edo people have taken the laws into their hands to protect themselves. Apart from the Bini people, the Yoruba people a few days ago gave every herdsman quick notice to vacate Yoruba land or face the consequences. Yoruba people came out with a consensus signed and gave the entire Fulani people quick notice for them to vacate Yoruba land, because they were there causing disaster, causing untimely death. Yorubas had to come out to say enough is enough. They have given them quick notice to vacate the entire Yoruba land. Latest the 30th of this month. Latest the 30th of this month. Any herdsman that is found in Yoruba land after 30th of May this particular year shall have himself or herself to blame. Gentlemen, what do you think? Is that not a good order?
Good one. Yes, good.
Yeah, so let us hear from Ume Maslenos. Yeah, go on, please.
All right, thank you, Oracle. I will come in from this direction. In as much as we are talking about the herdsmen encroaching our territory, fully armed, our people who are supposed to be working towards getting rid of these herdsmen are even making matters worse for us. Few days ago, I got information authoritatively concerning what a particular individual, Tony Mas, is doing. By the information I got, he purchased a portion of land in Obeledu in Anambra State and handed that portion of land over to these herdsmen. Upon that land right now, they are erecting a mosque. And how does it look? Another portion of land he purchased, he handed over to them for their burial ground, for their cemetery. And there in his own hometown, he is also erecting a mosque there for them. While we are talking about how to defend ourselves from the encroaching war of herdsmen, our own brother and others like him are within us, giving these people opportunity to be in our midst. Will this not be a more dangerous scenario than those coming in? So, all this is, I don't know what our people are thinking. Just because of what they think they are benefiting from these people, they feel that the best thing they can do is to endanger the life of their brothers and sisters, helpless brothers and sisters. So I don't know, but I think, like we have been saying, the best thing with every community can do, although I know that that of Obeledu, the community is seriously fighting against it because it has almost turned the town children apart. But like we have always been saying, encouraging every community to have vigilante. Now they have also come up, just like the executive order the Mr. President passed a few days ago concerning revoking of licenses, small arm licenses. These are steps towards handicapping our people so that even the vigilante we have in various communities won't even be able to defend our people or challenge these people when they come in. So I think an order has to be given for our people not to surrender even the smallest arms that they have within their reach to anybody. The license that he has revoked, let it be for him and his people. He can't be revoking license for small arms and equipping his own people with sophisticated arms. Who licensed those ones? I'm using this opportunity to tell our people not to fall prey to these people because their planning is very dangerous. But it's unfortunate that when you tell all these things to our leaders, those who claim to be leaders in Igbo land, because of the peanut they are expecting from Abuja, they will turn their eyes the other side, the other way, forgetting that when it starts, they will be the first to go down. But we will continue to encourage those who care to listen, especially the town union leadership, to continue encouraging their youth to join their various vigilante groups. because they are doing tremendous work. Like in my own community, I know how they work and how they have been apprehending these criminals. There was a particular one that they apprehended a few weeks ago or months in my own community. He's a Fulani man. I won't say he's an herdsman, but I know he's a Fulani man. And they had to treat his case with they had to treat it. And this is what we be encouraging in all the communities, so that these people will take us unaware. Just like the previous speakers have been saying about reporting. Yes, if every community have a vigilante group, you will easily have group to report to. Once you see any of the vigilantes, you report to them. This is what I'm suspecting. I saw so and so person moving so and so direction, and the way I saw them, I'm suspecting something, and they will move immediately. These people, the way they have developed both their Okada and even what they present to be the feed to their livestock, they use all these things to hide their arms and take them into various communities and keep them wherever they want to keep it, waiting for the appointed time for them to use it. So, like our people who go into the various forests, maybe farming, hunting, and all that, when they see things like this, they don't need to go and report it to the police. They should report it to the vigilante. When you report it to the police will collect all those things and return it back to them, like it has happened before in a particular community. So these are just the things we need to do. Why we try to checkmate our brothers and sisters who want to use us to cover up, to shine. When they come, they build mosque for them so that they will continue to give them slots, maybe for oil slots and all that, so that they will continue to enrich themselves, thereby endangering their people. Why we it's high time. Like even when they are saying I love the courage of the people that took it upon themselves to report this particular case I mentioned about. Because they said no. Oh no, we can't kill the student in fast. Obviously, or never even there. Or whatever one has you went there. And I believe if every community youth should stand up and speak up when they see about maybe 1 naira, 1,000 you are getting for that individual. Report such case so that people will be aware of it and speak up. If not that young man reported that this matter, after investigating it and discovering that it is pure truth, he reported it. We wouldn't have known that such thing is existing because they investigated and discovered that he was the one that bought that land from the family he bought it from. Because initially people thought that it was the family that handed over that land to the health and to the family. But when they discovered who bought the land and investigated, it was the person that bought the land that handed it over to these people. So that maybe their brother that is in the presidency, we see him as a patriotic Nigerian. So my brothers, this is what we are experiencing. It is not only in Anambra that is happening. If you go to other states, you will discover that similar things is happening here and there. Our people investing more for these people, inviting them to come and occupy, believing that maybe they have mansions that Africa where they will run to and be secured, without knowing that, like His Excellency will always say, the door to Abuja has been shut against them. And that is why all what they are doing now will backfire on them. So let our people be security conscious. With God on our side, any little effort we put in place towards checkmating these people will yield tremendous results by His grace. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Elder Dennis. We thank you 1,000 times for that good report you gave to us. Of this Anambra man called Tony building a mosque for the Fulani people in Biafra land because he wants to curry favor with the presidency and they call him a patriotic Nigerian. We shall not tolerate that. A time shall come we are going to convert that mosque to a civic center. There will be a time that particular mosque shall be converted to a civic center where we shall allow boys and girls to dance or what we call boro dance. Let him continue to waste his time. He has forgotten that the enemy does not regard any mosque built in any place outside their land. When was it one man from Anambra State who had a filling station along Abuja Kaduna Road? He went and dramatized one Nigeria a week after herdsmen went there and slaughtered him. These people that are bringing in herdsmen into Biafra land must be disciplined. They must be given capital punishment. We shall not spare any of them that tries to pollute Biafra land with Islamism. We must cleanse our land. We must purify our land. All of them must go through the foundry before they shall be called human again. And of course, this is the view of Okeke Samuel, who is saying that this particular report of Anambra man building a mosque for our enemies in Anambra State of Biafra land should be treated with seriousness to put a stop to such madness. That is obvious. We must put a stop to such madness. No two ways about it. And we welcome Kingsley and Marka to the program. Now, I don't know if Valentine is there. You can take the last shot before we call it today. And of course, Bright is there in a way. Let any of you, Bright, Valentine, say something before we
Yes, Mr. Moderator. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak to Biafrans tonight. I am Comrade Valentine Ugoji from Port Harcourt. Nigeria is at the verge of breaking up, and the Fulani has vowed to wipe out Biafrans before Nigeria breaks up. But we are not going to fold our hands to watch these marauders clamp on us and bring us down. No, something must be done about this. The president a few days ago gave an order to revoke all licenses and surrender all guns to each police headquarters in every state, while he brings sophisticated weapons to his men to use to rear their cows. This is unacceptable. I want to make them to understand that this is Biafra territory. They can take back their guns in Kano, Kaduna, Lagos, and other territories of Nigeria. But anything that has to do with Biafra territory, the guns should not be returned. Because we must use it to defend ourselves in case of the rainy days. Because I know that they are preparing on a day to clap on us, to come out in full force. And if we do this, what happened in Turkey will happen here. What happened in other countries where there are gun control will happen here. And we will not allow that to happen. I want to let our people know that we should be alert. All the groups should come together as one, not minding the name you bear. Is it RBL? Is it IPOP? Is it MASSOB? Is it BNL? Is it Zionist? We must form a common front to fight to the end. We know that we have gotten our independence, but the sovereignty is on the way. And before we got the sovereignty, there must be a revolution to stop these people, because if we fold our arms, they will clamp on us. But when we stand up and speak with one voice, they will know that yes, we are really ready for whatsoever they are planning. They will know that we are out for anything that is about to happen. They will know that we are not those weaklings they think we are. That we are stronger than they expected. They know what happened between 1967 and 1970. If not for the help of the world, so none of them would have been remaining by now. And if they try it again, a repeat of that or even more is going to happen, because we've gone higher than what we are in the years past. So what I want to say is this. We need to come together as one. That is the message I want to pass through tonight. We need unity of thoughts. We need to come together. All the leaders need to speak with one voice. There must be a coalition for all of us to bring our heads together to speak in one voice, to fight together as one, and to make sure that none of us is missing. Because when we scatter, they will break. We will get to the end of the road. A teamwork, when you look at the teamwork, it means together everyone achieves more. When we come together as a team, all of us are going to achieve more. But when we scatter, we will achieve nothing. But I thank God for those that are coming together, that are forming the coalition. But there is need for others to do what? To still come. So this hour, I'm also speaking on the man that bought the land and is building mosque in Anambra State. I know he is looking for them to give him maybe an oil well or to join him among those that have oil wells so that his money will be increasing. But he is killing himself. He is bringing himself down because he does not know the men he is working with. So this time around, I want us to do what? To come together, bring our heads together, plan as one, and by so doing, we will get to the end of the road. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Valentine. Okay, thank you. Ethos, now you're there. Take your turn before we call it a day.
This is Uchenna.
Oh, sorry, Uchenna. Of course, Chukuma is there. Chukuma and such a is there. Those of you who are there should try and take a shot before we call it a day. And now, Uchenna, over to you.
Okay, thank you very much. Just like, please let me use English here. We have been talking about this a solution to all this. I want to use this opportunity to, because I believe that our people, they are listening to us right now. There is a step the governor of Benue State took, which almost cost him the position of the governor of this state. And what was that? He passed a law in the Benue State that no more open grazing in Benue State. How I wish that all the governors in South South and Southeast will stand firmly and give order that no more open grazing in all of our region. I think this will go a long way to checkmate all the illegal movements of the Fulanis. You know, they have been using this their grazing to study and move around our communities and our villages to study out all the map, all the geographical locations of our place. By the time our people, our governors, the so-called governors take a stand on this, that no more open grazing. If indeed they must stay in our region, let there be a ranch. They should have a ranch where they will be going to the farm and getting their grasses for their cows or for their cattle in their ranches. If not, if not, if they cannot have a ranches, let them leave our place by the time we give the law. Because if I say that we should move them away just like the people are doing now, before you know it, in the north, they will start giving the Igbos quick notice that they should leave and this and that. You know, the Hausas, the Fulanis, you know, they are dubious in behavior. They are very, very crafty. And we have to match them with craftiness. They are not the only people who knows how to be schematic in behaving. So we also have to match them with their way of life. And that is what if our governors will be attentive enough to listen to us, all right, we take our own proactive measure against them.
Thank you very much, Uchenna. Okay. I don't know if Bright where has something to say, and Chukuma Joseph Abazie. If you have something to say, make it brief. Otherwise, we call it today. Joseph Abazie Chukuma and Bright. Any of you that has anything to say, that have anything to say?
I don't have any. It's Valentine, Uchenna, they have set it up.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Of course, we have been informing our people on about the activities of the marauding Fulani herdsmen, that Nigerian government has fully equipped them to attack our people, and they are ready. The instruction might come any time from now. Remember, they are ready. They are ready. Their intention is to reduce our male population, wipe out our male population, take away our women as war booties, and then take over our land. God forbid, it can never happen. Instead, Nigeria shall sink into the Tiber Bank. Those who are conversant with Shakespeare, you understand what I mean by Tiber Bank. Biafra must never live to allow Fulani people convert us to Islam. It's impossible. Let us make a bold statement. It's practically impossible. They should stop that dream. They are on a suicidal mission. They should stop that madness. They should stop that dream. It's practically impracticable. Did you get me? It is practically impracticable. They can never convert us. It's impossible. They can never take our land. They should stop that madness. They should just go back to the Futajelan island where they belong. They can even go back to Guinea and stay there. But for them to come and take over Biafra land, that is a pipe dream. That is a pipe dream. If they want to try, let them try it. We are rather asking our people to bury their hatchet, to come together, because it is a common cause. We have the banner of Biafra, and only Biafra we shall fight for and defend stoutly with the last drop of our blood. We thank everybody who has been part of this particular wonderful conversation. We have alerted our people. The rest is for us to be vigilant. Let nobody sleep with two eyes open. Do not hand over your gun. Stay with what you have to defend yourself. Don't be aggressive. But if the enemy enters your room, get the enemy disciplined. In the next reincarnation, he will learn to beware. We thank you, Umar Maslinos, for being part of the program. To Jude Chichoke, Kwale, to Sonny Bobo, Uchen Okeke, Valentine Ogoji, Tony Moneke, and Mike Okaha, and to others who could not join us due to one thing or the other. We thank all of you for being part of this program. We have to halt it here because I have a meeting to attend in the next 20 minutes. Meeting that concerns Biafra and her security. That is why we have to call the program off right now. So we thank all of you for being with us, and we say, may God continue to bless you. Thank you, and thank you, and thank you. Don't sing, don't shake. Oh God of heaven, we answer you. 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 Thank you. Don't shake. Oh God of heaven, you answer you. Don't shake. You are God.